Good morning. Hi, guys. Oof, I look like a sleepyhead today because I'm a little bit of a sleepyhead. I got to gear up. I have got to gear up because my daughter's little friend birthday thing is today. It's not like a big party. It's just a few little girls. It won't be a big deal. But, well, hello, shop. There's my friend. There's Tess. I can see comments. What? This is a magical day. Well, hi, Bree. Hey, girl. Hi, Tess. I'm channeling my inner Cara Ramey. I'm all about skittish. I'm digging me some skittish, and I like the new red lip stain. Hi, my name is Shari Brown. I'm a top leader with a cosmetics company, and I can't remember the name. I don't know. It starts with an S. Is it scandalous? It's not serendipitous. That name, I can barely say that name. Serendipitous. I don't know, but somebody knows the name. It's the new bright red one. You should try the new bright red one. Yeah. When I worked behind a counter, if you did not know the names of the colors, you were in so much trouble. You were in so much. No, it's not. Sucker Punched I love. Yes, Kimberly, I love Sucker Punch, but that's not the one. This is the brand new one that comes out March 1st. And it... No, it's not Sucker Punched. This one's... Well, now I forgot. What's this one? Wait, what's this one? Skittish. This is Skittish. Is it Shameless? Okay, Shelby says it's Shameless. Thank you, Shelby. Shameless. Okay, yes. Okay, yes. Shameless. I mean, come on. Right? But no, lip stains are they're my jam now. They're my jam. I feel like my new hair likes lip stains because it makes me feel, I've got sassy hair, I've got sassy lips. People, you better watch out. Watch out. Oh, hello, Jeanette and Heather. Hello. Oh, yeah. So, Jeannie, serendipitous is a little bit like purpley, more purpley, I think. I don't know. I'm just so excited that I can see comments right now. You have no idea. You have no idea. We already have 90 people on here. Woohoo! You people are on it. You guys are on it today. Good morning. All right, let's get right into it. Leader guilt. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Anybody? Anyone? Yeah. Leader guilt. We all have it. And you know what's so funny? I feel very blessed to have a large team because I get to see so many other leaders, and a lot of leaders message me, with questions and different things, and I get to see trends, and I get to see common threads, and I get to see that I am normal, that I'm not alone, because for like the first 2 years of my business, oh yeah, I thought it was just me. But let's see if you relate to this. So you have someone on your team who isn't doing as well as you know they can, and you are stressed and you have anxiety because you feel like, what am I not doing? Why am I not getting through to them? Does my training suck? Do I suck? Why am I such a bad leader? Because this person has been trying to hit this promotion and she's doing all the things and she tells me she's doing all the things and she's just not doing it and it must be me. Or maybe you have a team and nobody's going for it and you're like, okay, it must be me. It's got to be me. I suck. I should find another job. I should find another way to provide. I should go work at the taco shop. Literally, it's a taco shop. Maybe I should go work there because I can make tacos like a boss, right? Okay. Here's what I'm here to tell you. I know all that. Why do I come up with all that? Because it's been in my brain. So here's what you need to know. You're not special, okay? Okay? That's actually a blessing. That's not meanness. That's me saying none of us are special in that way. We're not the only ones that think that we need to be a better leader. We're not a good enough leader. We're not doing enough. All of that, right? No, we're all the same. We're all in the same boat. If you are a leader, if you have one person on your team, you have felt this way at some point. If you have a heart, because maybe there's I don't know, maybe somebody, but if you have a heart, you have felt this way, right? Okay, so it took me literally a couple years to be able to get past this. I would say that I'm past it, but yet I am still aware of these thoughts that go through my head. And sometimes I still get a little rush of adrenaline, like, what am I not doing? Why am I not breaking through? Okay, and then I take a breath, and I remember what my boyfriend told me. My boyfriend, in case you don't know, is Big Al. Tom Big Al Schreider, okay? He's not really my boyfriend, but I like to say that he is because he's just cute as a little bug in a rug. Tom Big Al Schreider, if you don't know the name, you need to write it down. This is the one book, if you read only one book in your life, How to Build Network Marketing Leaders. Now, I'm going to be very transparent with you. I had not read that book I had been in this business. I was too busy to read. Okay. I'm too busy to read, and I have leaders, so I don't need to know how to build leaders. I would like to know. It's not that I didn't want to know some new techniques. I just didn't have time. And then one day somebody quoted something out of that book, and it hit me like a rocket. And I went, wait, what? So I get the book. Okay. You could sit and read this book start to finish in 90 minutes. Okay. You need to have this book and read it over and over and over and over and over. Get the Audible version and go for a walk and listen to it over and over and over. Because even if you are not in the market to build a leader, even if you feel like, well, gosh, you know what? I'm only a yellow, pink status, blue status. I'm not there yet. I'll read the book when I'm like orange or purple. No, read it now. Read it now. Because it lets you off the hook. It lets you off the hook. It is a total permission slip. He just calls it out and he says, here's the deal. Is there anyone in your organization who is successful? The answer is yes. If the answer is yes, then that means it is possible. That means it is possible for anybody to become successful. And it's up to them. It's not up to you. Because here's what I would do. I would take full responsibility for the failures of every single person in my downline. That's a lot of responsibility. Okay, I'm not one to pass the buck. That's I gotta own it. It's me. I gotta, but that's a lot of responsibility. But then guess what would happen? If somebody was successful, did I take responsibility for that? Well, of course, no. Of course not. I'm not going to take responsibility because, hi, she's a rock star. I had nothing to do with that. She did that on her own. That was all you. That was all you, and you are awesome, and I am just blessed to know you. Right? Can you relate to that? But here's what I realized. You don't get both. You're either responsible for both or you're responsible for neither. Okay? And really, as long as you are providing tools, what do I mean by that? As long as a sponsor, they know their back office, they know corporate news university, okay? They know, the corporate YouTube channel. And hey, you can introduce them to me, right? Tell them to follow me. We got free training here. I got over 200 videos on YouTube. There's all kinds of unique leaders that have tons of training. And you provide them with the basics of how to do an online party. Then that's it. That's really it. I know a lot of leaders worry about, am I a good enough leader? I don't know how to be a leader. Well, number one, you're going to go read How to Build Network Marketing Leaders. And you know what? You're going to keep looking for books. You're going to keep looking. I mean, like, how many courses have you taken in leadership? Probably none. So why would you assume that you know and you should be this amazing leader if you haven't studied? Start studying. That's number one. But also, the best leaders, in my opinion, are just there, are present every day. Every day. Consistency is a huge problem, not just with presenters working their daily business, but with leaders. I see leaders that they breeze in and out every few days. They copy a post from somebody else. And hey, I love to share posts. You know, I don't expect that my team is going to get all their training from me, nor should they, because some people connect with other people better. And I'm not the only one with ideas. Like, there are some amazing ideas out there. So I love to share other posts. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to make sure that you're creating your own content. You have to make sure. And by creating your own content, it's as simple as this. You think, what do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about fear. I go to Google. I type in fear. Sometimes I type in fear funny because, you know, I like a giggle. And I click on images and I look at all these images and I find one that speaks to me and I write my post around that. If I want to talk about leadership, if I want to talk about personal development, I want to talk about growing, I want to talk about success, I want to talk about whatever, you know, how baby steps get you, how a million baby steps can take you far. You know, you don't have to jump out off a cliff, right, on your first day. You can do lots and lots and lots of baby steps. So, but you have to know how to create content. If you don't know how to create content, if all you're doing is sharing posts, your team is gonna, it can give the impression that you're absent, that you're just kind of passing the buck, or you're just kind of, it's like a drive-by. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's the energy of it. You need to be present and be in there. Ask questions. Talk with your people every day. Every single day. Even when you're tired. Even when you're busy. Even when. You can give me every but in the world. But. There's not a but I have not seen. And there's not a but that I cannot answer. Even if. I'm listening to that book, 10X, okay? The 10X rule, that's the other book you need, the 10X rule. Real quick, sidebar, if you're stuck in your business, take the activities that you're doing right now and multiply them by 10. If you have someone on your team who is stuck, if you are stuck, if you have someone who is, this is classic, Shari, this girl on my team is doing all the things. She's so amazing and she's doing all the things. She really, really is. And her business isn't growing. Okay. She's doing all the things, but she may only be doing a handful of them. Like online parties. Maybe she's only doing 3 or 4 or 5 online parties. If she did 15 online parties, do you think her business would be stuck? She's posting in her party once a day. If she posted 3 times a day, you think her business would be stuck? No, wouldn't be. No, you know, we all assume, I'm getting on a little sidebar right here, but you know how I do. We all assume that every post we make, every single Facebook friend we have sees it. No. We think every post we make in a party that people are going into that group party and they're seeing every single post that we make. No. Most of your members of your group don't go into the actual group. They see it in their newsfeed as they're scrolling at the speed of light. Go back and watch my Facebook Live on YouTube about mascara parties. We're getting back to mascara only parties. I laughed so hard. I did a mascara only Facebook Live. Like, mascara parties are back, and you need to be doing mascara only 10 days, posting 2 to 3 times a day. Somebody commented and said, that's impossible. There's no way you could post about mascara only 2 to 3 times a day for 10 days. Every single unique presenter, circa 2013 to 2015, beginning of 2015, that's all we did. That's all we did. Close to 50% of Black status presenters got to Black status $29 at a time, baby. We sold mascara. That's it. And I'm noticing a trend, okay? Again, I like to see kind of how all the teams are kind of flowing, right? And I'm noticing a trend that a lot of presenters aren't launching as strong as they could. And I think the reason is they're overwhelmed. I think they're overwhelmed. That's my girl, Cindy. That's right, girlfriend. Yep, Sasha. $5,000 a month just in mascara. My biggest month, now it was November, okay, so it was like on crack, right? My biggest month, I hit $13,000. Why? Because I had 15 parties going at one time. Was it easy for Shari Brown to get parties? No. Did most people say no? Yes. Did I have parties that didn't qualify? Yes. Most didn't qualify. But guess what, girlfriend? Let's say you got 10 parties and none of them qualify. They each sell $100. How much is that? How many sales? Do it. Do the math. You can do it. Yeah. $1,000. $1,000 in sales. Right? You're gonna have one. Here's the thing. You keep doing it. Eventually, you're going to get a party that's going to be like $1,000, $1,200. The beauty of that is that party and those sales and those new customers can carry you for 2 to 3 months. You can get momentum off of that one party. I'm going to keep preaching it until you listen to me. I will do that. I will tell you right now. And I promise you, if you're saying to me, no way, it's too hard, I promise you, you're stuck in your business. This is where your challenge is. I'm your coach, putting on my hat. Here to tell you how it is. Okay, and I'm sorry, we got off on that because I just had to get off on that for a second. But let's go back to leaders for just a minute. So I just want you to understand. You either have to take all the responsibility for the success and failures, or you take none of it. And I'm here to tell you, it's none of it. It's none of it. You are here to provide the information and to provide the tools. Runner's gonna run, hun. Runner's gonna run. Sleeper's gonna sleep. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make her sell lashes. You can talk to your blue in the face. You can show her everything, and one of the struggles is, learning personalities. That is the hardest part of being a leader, is learning to deal with different personalities. A dear friend of mine said, Shari, we're smart, no drama women. So why do we watch Ladies of London? And I do watch some Real Housewives now and then. And I thought, you know what? It's because, I feel like I've gotten to know these ladies over the years, okay? So because I started watching this before Unique. But I personally, and I mean this, you're going to laugh at me, but I mean this. I learn a lot from these ladies and their wackadoo personalities. Because what I notice is one season, you'll have a housewife that will just go bat crazy. She will just be like a lunatic. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't stand this woman. Can't stand her. She's go away. And then the next year, lo and behold, she was going through something. She had a health scare. Husband was cheating on her. kid was sick, something major. She's a whole different human. Her whole energy, you can see, she's calmer, she's sweeter, she's more understanding. Look at Camille Grammer. Look at Camille Grammer. I wanted to kick that woman off the island. And look what she was going through. She's a whole different person now. She's sweet. She's not as, right? So I offer the housewives as an example, as a learning tool for you. I knew you were going to laugh at me. As a learning, you know what I like? I like it when you laugh at me and you send me little things and then I see your cute little faces pop up. Thank you. Hi, Cindy. But you know what? It's given me good perspective, because if I'm dealing with somebody on my team, this little cray, I'm like, okay, is this a lifestyle for her, number one? Or is she just having a moment? She might just be having a moment. And maybe we just need to have a chat. And maybe we need to figure out what's underlying. And most often, if we can figure out what's underlying, the problem lessens. Sometimes it goes away. It makes me have more compassion for people. I will admit one of my shortfalls as a leader is that I was raised in the school of suck it up. I was raised by, my mom is very, very strong. My grandma, there is a long line of strong women in my family. My aunts, my grandma was like one of 11 or 12. I lose count. These women, strong Southern women. They'll take a switch to you if you get an attitude. You Southern girls know what I mean when I say take a switch. So, I come from the school of suck it up. I have always put a lot of pressure on myself. I've always had very high expectations for myself. If something fails in my life, it's my fault. It's always me. It's my fault. I didn't do enough. Even in school, if I got an A-, this is how bad it was. Ooh, we're doing some truth telling right now. I forgot about this. When I was in college, my first 2 years of college, if I got an A- on a test, I would throw up. Literally would have to run down the hall because I was going to be sick. My parents didn't put pressure on me to get straight A's. I didn't have straight A's in high school. I didn't care about straight A's. Something happened to me when I hit college. I didn't have anorexia, no. It wasn't that. It was just nerves. I put so much pressure on myself. I had to be a perfectionist. I just everything had to be perfect because I knew that I could get better than an A-. If I got an A-, I didn't study long enough. I know I studied 12 hours yesterday. I should have studied 13. I should have got up early. I should have, and I would beat myself up. So you can imagine how that transfers over when you become a leader. And you have people who are telling you that they're doing all the things and it's still not enough. Let's take it a step further. Then what happens when suddenly you're making a lot of money and you have people on your team who are struggling? Let me just tell you, that is something that I was not prepared for. That is something that I did not see coming. And it took me a long time to be able to get over that guilt. I want to save you that stress. I want to kind of give you a shortcut if I can and just explain to you that everyone is at the level that they are in their business for a reason. Has nothing to do with who deserves what. It has nothing to do with who's worthy. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It has to do with the level of activity. This is why I want you to read that 10X book. It has to do with the level of activity. Because if person A over here says, I'm working hard, and person B says, I'm working hard, and they're getting different results, See, hard is subjective. What does hard mean? Hard to person A could be, I'm doing 3 parties a month. Hard to person B could be, I'm doing 3 parties a week. Plus events, plus home parties, plus. Do you see what I'm saying? You have to get into the details of it. You have to figure it out. Now, maybe person A says, oh God, I can't do that. What can you do? What can you realistically do if person A says to you, I can't do that? You can talk to her and say, well, you actually can. If you don't want to, that's a different story. But you can. We can all do anything. We can all do whatever we decide to do. But think about it. If your goal was to open your mind to this. Open your mind for a second and think of the possibilities of this without that negative fear saying, no, you can't. It's too scary. Stop for a second and let's just play pretend. I am magical magician. See, last time I was queen of the universe. Remember that? Now I'm magical magician. And I'm telling you that it is possible for you to get 15 online parties started today. I know all of you right now are just everyone's like passing out, right? Think about what would happen for your business if you got 15 parties today. Would you be unstuck? Would your business grow? And then what would happen if you got 15 parties tomorrow? And then what would happen if you got 15 parties the next day? And right now you're like, oh my God, I don't have time for all that. I don't. What if you made time? What if you made time? How much work would it take to get 15 parties a day? Take a lot of work. But it would change your life. And it would change your business forever. Forever. I had those 15 parties in a month, right? That was a lot. My nose was in my phone constantly. Other than feeding the littles in my house and giving baths and changing diapers, nose in fact, when they're in the bath, like I'm sitting there with, working, okay? Mascara only parties, by the way. Posting, you got to get creative. And just to let you know, they weren't my own lashes all the time because I wanted to show them that anybody could look amazing with this mascara. All different kinds of lashes could look amazing. So I was sharing other presenters' posts. But it's possible to get unstuck, is my point. You see, you're stuck because the activities that you're doing at the level that you're doing them are keeping you where you're at. And if where you're at is fine, not everybody wants to be a black status presenter, and that's okay. If you're happy where you're at, clap your hands. Like, good for you. That's fantastic. And stay where you're at. If you want to level up, it's going to take a little more. Let's relate it to weight loss. I've been on a weight loss journey. I realized for a long time that my body was a reflection of my eating lifestyle. So if I wanted a better body, a better figure, if I wanted to be slimmer, I needed to change what I was doing. Because what I was doing was keeping me where I was at. So I'm saying what you're doing in your business is keeping you where you're at. And if you're stuck at green and you're stuck at orange, it's because the activities that you're doing are green level activities. Maybe your green status and you're being paid as blue. It's because your activity level is at a blue status. Doesn't mean you're unworthy. It doesn't mean you're a loser. It just means time to step it up. Time to step it up. And it is difficult to step up, especially if you've been doing this for a while and you kind of lose your enthusiasm. Anytime somebody goes and starts a new business, there's always going to be this. Why? Is it because of the products? Is it because of the comp plan? Is it because? No, none of that. It's because of you and your enthusiasm. So enthusiasm just tends to wane naturally, right? So your enthusiasm is amazing when you start, and the challenge is to keep it there. The challenge is to keep it there. I am one that gets bored easily, so easily, but I use it to my advantage. When I start getting bored, I feel like the universe is telling me, time to step it up, time to find something new, time to find something fun. If you're bored, they're bored too, right? So I try to find new things that light that spark inside of me. If you've lost your spark, don't be sad. Get excited and think, what can I do? What can I do to spark my business? What is it I love to do in my life? What is it that lights me up? When do I feel the most like myself? And then incorporate that into your business. And here's the trick. And I knew this coming in, and I've said this before, but I'm going to repeat it. I knew that I did not want to be Shari Sales Girl for the rest of my life. I knew this because I used to work in the cosmetics department, and I knew when I came into Unique, I needed to hit the ground running, work as hard as I could. And Eric Worre talks about this too. It's that whole saying, work 2 years like most people won't, so you can live the rest of your life like most people can't. You don't have to work at this level forever, but you need momentum. So what I'm asking you to take massive action. Get that 10X book. Take whatever activities you do on a daily basis. And if you're stuck and you write down, what do I do every day on a daily basis? You and I both know that you are going to be shocked at what you're not doing. And you know it. And it's not a judgment. I'm just saying, I'm trying to help you get unstuck. You write down everything that you do every day on a consistent basis. And then I want you to multiply it by 10. And I want you to hit the ground running. And I want you to focus. And I want you to blow it out the rest of this month and all of March. I'm not asking you to do it for 2 years. I'm asking you to blow it out the rest of this month and all of March and see where that momentum takes you. Because once you get that wave created, you ride that wave for a while. It's actually less work. It's less work. You're causing more work for yourself by just dipping your toe in the water. Like that takes stamina like that I don't even have. I got to get in it and go full blast so that I can get through to the other side. I want you to blast through to the other side. And then you know what you do? You tell your team, guess what, guys? This is what we're going to do. We're going to blast through to the other side. We're going to rock this. You are going to do things for your business in the next 5 weeks that like you've never done before. And you're going to see Punta Cana, number 1. Let's just throw that out there, right? You're going to earn that trip. You're going to promote. You're going to change your life, and you're going to start seeing yourself changing the lives of all of these other women's. Hi, women's. You're going to change lives. That's what this business is all about. That's what it's all about. It's about the giving back. It's not about you. It's a little bit about you. It's a little bit about you helping your family. But even that's not really about you, right? That's not about you. It's about you giving back. You having this opportunity that you don't have the right to keep to yourself. And you're excited, and you're going to find new ways to do this business because the universe is calling on you. You're bored for a reason. You're bored because it's like, hey, let's do some other things. Let's do some fun stuff, right? Yes. Grant Cardone. He's the guy who wrote 10X. Just type in 10, the letter X on Amazon, and it'll pop up. I love the Audible version. It's fantastic. And I'm going to end with this. So I was listening this morning, and here's what I loved. He said, how do you know that you're taking massive action? How do you know that you've really hit that point where you're taking massive action? He says, here's what's going to start happening. Friends and family are going to reach out to you and say, listen, hun, you know, I'm seeing a lot of posts on Facebook, and I just wanted to let you know that it might be a little too much. You might want to dial it back a little bit. Those are people who see what you're doing, and it makes them realize what they're not doing in their life. People who are go-getters, people who are business moguls and at the top of their game would never say that to you. They recognize that you're a go-getter. They recognize that you are a force. They recognize that you are a hotshot business owner who is making things happen, who's not sitting there waiting to win the lottery. You're getting out there and you are making it happen. One mascara at a time, sisters. Somebody that's a go-getter that sees it in somebody else is not going to say that. Your wise sisters, are they going to tell you that? Heck no. They're going to cheer you on. So Grant tells you, and I'm telling you, don't listen to the naysayers. Take that as a sign. I hit a button in them. Maybe they're feeling like they should be doing something like this in their life, and they see me doing it, and it makes them like, oh, well, she's doing it. I should be doing it. But I'm not doing it for whatever reason. That's, you know what? Yeah, that's a whole other Oprah. And you let them deal with that. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much. And thank you for all the hearts, guys. I love you guys. I look forward to Facebook Lives on Fridays with you. You're all the best. You bring me joy. You're the wind beneath my lashes. What else can I say? And I'm so excited. I get to see so many of you in Portland at the end of March. I'm working on my speech. So anyways, I love you guys. Have a fabulous one.